Undertale had a fake out ending, kind of, because you do the first run of the game and then you get like an unsatisfying ending. Yeah, I would fuck Azrael. What about it? I'm kidding.
Come on, bro.
I'm kidding. It's weird though because you do like a first run of the game and then you get an ending that's not very satisfying, and then like if you do a specific run of the game again, you'll get a more satisfying one. And then I guess that's a fake out ending.
My attack and defense.
The pacifist ending?
Yeah, well, it forces you into... You can't do a pacifist run on your first run.
Really?
It forces you into, like, a neutral run where you have to kill the motherfucker at the end and all that shit. Like, it forces you into a neutral
I've
run.
seen memes about that, where it's like, damn, I think we gotta kill this guy, Frisk.
Yeah.
That's how I know about that.
I think we gotta kill this guy first. Damn.
Yeah.
That was a Steven Universe.
That was a Steven Universe thing originally, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Steven Universe versus Hitler, I think, is what it was.
Yeah.
I
think we gotta kill this guy, Steven.
Damn.
You could just not do that anymore, Hitler. And he's just angry. Oh, God.
I wonder if that show's good.
Fuck. I don't know, dude.
I'll
Steven
never
Universe?
watch it, but yeah.
I've seen a good amount of it.
I've seen a good amount of it too from when I ran.
I don't know how it is right now, but it was good.
It's
over, yeah.
Well, isn't there like a new one?
There was like a very brief, I think, I only know this because people shut the fuck up about the series after this. There's a very brief adult Steven Universe thing where he proposed to the girl or whatever, and then she was like, bro, like, too soon.
So
wait,
based.
was that
so modern?
No, that wasn't before the ending.
Yeah, it was. Wasn't it?
What?
That's when he got all big and gross and people started
that
posting
was
on Twitter.
before the ending.
What?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Well, never mind.
I think Steven Universe had a lot of charm to it, which is what carried it. I think a lot of what happened in that series, like the characters were really charming.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, he's kind of annoying, but also kind of kind of a little annoying guy. But like the universe and the world building was fucking really good.
Yeah.
And the characters, the music were fucking slaps every time. So like,
more fishing.
I think it was good. I think it's a thing where like a fan base can just ruin something that was. It might be a situation where a fan base just kind of ruins something.
I think there's also that I just heard constantly that like the pacing of the show, especially because of how it was airing, completely destroyed the experience because it was like people had to wait like years or not years, maybe like months for like any actual story continuation.
Yeah, that might be fair. I was watching it as it was airing.
Yeah.
Back on good old cable TV. If you remember that ancient technology.
That doesn't exist anymore.
It does. My grandparents use it.
Oh, shit.
I am staying with them and they're like, yeah, we record the news. And I was
my god, it's a Korok.
Dude! Fuck, please. Oh, I have to hold it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that might be valid.
Sorry,
Do these
Coco.
do anything for me anymore? Didn't I max out my shit?
Yeah, you did.
Bro, why am I even doing any of this anymore?
Map.
Why am I alive?
Map.
Why am I...
You have the full map now.
Map. Look at it.
Alright, let's see if I did all the portals, and then if I have, we are fucking outie. We're doing the boss. We're killing him today!
Finally.
Jesus Christ, we're gonna be off this island! This took a lot less time than I did on my own time. Yeah, we fucked the shit up, dog. We're good. Alright. Time to go kill this dude.
There's gonna be a cool anime boss fight with
It
screamo
actually
music
is.
playing in the background.
Actually,
Correct.
it might go the hardest.
More games need to use fucking like screamo music.
I'm telling you.
It works so well, man.
See, but the fact that
so well.
not many uses it makes it kind of special. It's like
It's
when I
so
hear
good
some
when they use it.
some Guilty Gear ass like crazy shit.
That is bullshit. Blazing.
Still my heart is blazing.
I love that song.
Ugh.
And like, I feel like people who don't even like, because I'm starting to dabble in that screamo shit now. I think people who don't even like really like that can appreciate it when it fucking slaps.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
At the right time,
That was-
and it will.
That was what Giganta was for so many people.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
were like, bro.
Yeah, no, like every single person I've seen experience that fight is like, holy shit, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
gas.
No, and it
They
has
had
the
moist
capability to
Crickle
do that.
smiling.
Which is usually impossible.
I'm so curious about the Metal Gear series, only because I want to hear Snake Eater in the game. Only because I want that experience. I will go through the whole series of that fucking game. Well,
Snake
it's
Eater.
also,
You can play. You can just play that.
huh?
You can just play it.
The song?
No, the game.
Oh.
You don't have to go through the series. It's a prequel.
Still, I'm intrigued by the series because of that single song, and I want to experience that because I know it fucking did some things for a lot of people.
Music can do shit, bro.
Especially in games, bro. I feel like there's not enough of that. Maybe I'm crazy, but like,
I think there's a lot of people. Well, because you get the two extremes. You get the people who are like, music in games is it's not art. But then you also get the people who are like, real music. I don't think rap music compares to video game music. And
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
go and it's like
Yeah,
go
shut the fuck up.
outside.
Talk to anybody.
with games though, I feel like music is at its best when it pairs with whatever's happening at the game perfectly.
Well, yeah.
Beyond just the music slapping. If music slaps, but it's like going in like a, like it's always kind of a weird experience for me when I'm like in like a shop section, but like the shop music is going fucking nuts. But I'm like, well, I'm just kind of shopping though.
Well, I mean, but
Not
why
that
would
it's like going fast paced or anything, but it's like it's good music playing. You know, I don't know.
I think music it should always go hard though. Like
Yeah.
if the shop music is bopping, then it's like so they went hard on this soundtrack.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's always.
What do I do with this shit again?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
that.
Nice. I think you
Captain
can like dodge
America's
around
in-
it, but
Yeah, no. I think
That's good.
the thing for me is like if you're a good soundtrack, if I can listen to it outside of the context of the game and like feel not like, oh, there's something that I should be listening to this. Like if I can just listen to it and it's just a good time, then like yeah, I'd say it's a good soundtrack.
But at the same time, it's good when you listen to it and it makes you think back to that moment in the game. That was so significant.
I mean, for me, it's just like I just want good music. I just want like to find like a song that's good and is strong and like and can stand like independent of the game. Like,
do you think that moments in the game will make a song good to you though? That you wouldn't normally think like this song kind of slaps, but then like a moment in the game will happen where you're like, oh fuck, like it's paired with the song.
I don't think a good moment will save a bad song. I think a
Do you think you would be listening to this like screamo song if this Sonic boss battle didn't happen?
like would I be listening? I wouldn't have found it.
Do you think you
I'll
would have,
say
if you
that.
would have heard it though, and it wasn't paired with this when you heard it, you would have been like, this is nice.
I mean, it just depends on like the like if this appeared in my Spotify, I'd have been like, oh, this is good.
Yeah, I think that might be
Like
a fair
if I heard
point.
Undefeatable, I might not like it as much. I think I can understand what you're saying, but like I still would have thought it was good.
Yeah, I think that's the fair point you're making. Then it's like
Yeah.
it, as a basis has to be good on its
It
own.
has to be a good like that was Hi-Fi Rush, which came out this year, and I think I might be my game of the year. It's that or Final Fantasy 16. It's such a good game. The first boss was such an amazing moment for me because I mean, if you don't know, it's a rhythm-based action game.
it's so cool.
That shit it seems so intriguing to me. I've been
like
thinking about those types of games
the
a lot.
entire game. It like goes to the beat of the song of like the songs that like play.
Bro, damn it.
It's so good.
I was thinking
The
about
first boss. Holy shit! That was like one of the, like my favorite gaming moments I've ever had was when that first boss started. It's 1 Million by Nine Inch Nails because
Oh,
they got
yeah.
licensed music.
fucking
That
sick.
song, it absolutely elevated that song for me. But like, it was a moment where it just worked in tandem. The game moment itself was cool because it was you were fighting this like.
Kino. Gas.
No, this is
Straight
gas.
gas.
No, this is gas. Wait,
Straight
Wait,
the
hold
map.
up. Hold up.
Are you
Hold
ready?
up.
Are you ready,
He's not
Josh?
ready. He's
Are you
not
ready?
ready.
Are you ready?
Dude, when I saw this, I was like, "There's no way he's gonna do the thing I think he does," and he does the exact thing I think I thought he'd do.
Yep.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's time. Sorry, keep talking about. I didn't mean to cut you off. This is just so gas.
Hi-Fi Rush's first boss was like
You need to play Wonderful 101.
a moment of like the game and the music working in tandem to create like an amazing moment.
Dude.
Against like QA 1 mil. That was like, and it's like the different phases of the boss is different parts of the song. The first part is the opening. The second phase is the chorus.
Dude.
The third part is like the next part. That's not the and the last part is the last chorus. It is fucking insane.
I kid you not.
And Tears of the Kingdom's gonna beat it.
I've been listening to
true.
like EDM music a lot recently, right? Like I'm trying to figure that shit out.
Game. Like froze for a second.
Oh, that's just the game.
This is good.
Does that?
I've been listening to EDM music a lot, like trying to get into that because I'm trying to DJ, right? And I've literally been thinking like, damn, if you designed a game that was just like entirely like the levels and all that shit coincide with some of this music I'm listening to right now, it would go crazy.
Yeah,
and then you could have a
Rush.
boss fight. And it would like go in tandem with the song, and when it hits like the really intense
There's
part
a
of the
few games that
song,
try to do that.
it hits like a phase of the boss fight and all that. I was like, that would go crazy. I want to design a game like that. That sounds sick.
So there's Hi-Fi Rush, and then there's also No Straight Roads, which does a very
Please
similar
send those
thing.
both to me because I probably will buy them. And
Hi-Fi
play them.
Rush is on Game Pass as well.
Yes, it is.
It launched day one. It was shadow dropped. It's insane. They're like, yeah, so we have like the director of Devil May Cry, and then Shinji Mikami, who's like insane and worked on. He was like the director of Resident Evil 4, working on this game. And we're just dropping this now. And good. It's like
Have fun.
AAA games are fucking still great. Like this was a Bethesda game, and it was like.
Hang tight, partner.
Like here,
Through this.
check this shit out.
Be careful.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Careful. Where's the
Careful.
fun in that?
So we are on the cutscene highland.
he's so tired.
All right, let's
Sounds
run
like we
it.
keep going.
Let's run it.
But yeah, I will definitely take shit on that Hi-Fi Run and the other one. I
Hi-Fi
would check
Rush,
it out
yeah.
because I've literally been thinking
Get it
about
right.
that.
Gonna talk about
Sorry, man.
I didn't want him to like forget it and be like Hi-Fi Run. Okay, yeah, and then
Yeah,
try to
Hi-Fi
look it up and
Rush,
not find
man.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, how dare you, bro?
Dude,
I've
come on.
literally been thinking lately about how sick a game like that would be. So I will
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
It's amazing. And just for context, they also have like a streamer mode which has its own unique music.
which is also really good.
That is also gas. I listen to that music unironically a lot.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not unironically. I don't know why that's the word I decided to use there, but I listen to it a lot, and it's fucking amazing.
a lot of it is almost as good as like the actual licensed music.
It's insane. It's so good.
I think I would say I prefer Captive Normals
Dude,
to
Captain
free
Marvel's
to
is
free
so
radicals.
fucking good.
It is.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Dude, video game music can be such a fucking
Yeah, it's
thing
actually
for a
so much
game.
better than rap music if you really.
No, but like I'm not. That being said, I could never just sit down and. Is that true? I can listen to video game music when I'm like studying,
Yeah, it has to be the right like mindset.
Yeah.
but I can't like be in my car and I'm listening to Persona music.
No,
I don't.
no,
I don't.
not at all.
I don't knock people who can just like vibe to video
Yeah.
game music.
I mean, different strokes, different folks.
yeah, you know, stroke your cock type of shit. But like,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I can't just like funny because vulgar.
Meat and Cup. Meat and what kingdom? Meat and Cup
you seen that?
Kingdom is what came out.
Holy
What?
shit! There. Oh my god! So there's a bunch of like fucking Family Feud comics that are like making fun of like a lot of the way Family Feud is structured
Because it's funny.
because it's really fucking funny. And then there's this one comic where it's this guy who's like, "What is one?" Or Seafire was like, "What is one game you would not want to play in front of your family?" And
Meat and Fuck Kingdom, Steve.
meat what?
Oh, I have seen that.
So, this is Storyland. Pretty much what it's trying to tell us.
Did you skip the cutscene?
No, it just stopped.
Oh wow.
That was the whole cutscene. I guess it's because it's like the first tower. So the whole idea is that you climb these 5 towers. There's literally nothing else here. So you climb these 5 towers.
There's music notes here now.
Oh, are there? Well, I don't care.
Wait, where are they though?
It does give you the whole map. That's true. Dude, they kind of fucking plaster this area with music notes because there's nothing else.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's these 5 towers, so it's like 5 unique platforming challenges where you're climbing up these towers. Really cool way of, like, I think, mixing the gameplay and the way you experience, like, the narrative. Probably should have been, like, given to you kind of throughout.
Set up all at once.
Yeah, but, like, it kind of culminates in this really cool experience where you, like...
Music sounds kind of dramatic and stuff as
It
well.
is. This is a really nice area. But it's, I don't know. It is just kind of like do these platforming challenges, story stuff.
It is also an empty Kronos island.
It is. And I think as a whole island, it's like not, you know, it's not a whole island.
You're not
It
supposed to
honestly,
really think about that, though.
yeah. It shouldn't have been something you could travel to outside of, like, Kronos. It should have been like, this new area opened on Kronos, and you just do that, but whatever. No! No! No!
Oh my god. Oh
No!
my god.
Okay.
Oh.
This is okay. There we go. They do give you, like, checkpoints like this.
Oh, that's good.
So it's not that bad.
What?
Did you not know that?
No.
Dog. You redid it every time when you fell down?
I didn't fall down that much.
Oh, okay.
It didn't happen that frequently, so it doesn't even really matter. And clearly, it happens a lot more for you.
No. I swear. I'm generally okay. Okay, I'm actually just gonna go back down.
Do you guys play those like
No, not that far, thank you.
like the fucking Jump King or whatever this new one is
I
type
value
games?
my mental health.
I think that's kind of it for me. It's like I value my time,
Okay,
my
you
energy.
do the secret bosses on Kingdom Hearts though.
Those are well designed and fun. They are.
Are you saying Jump King's not well designed?
Yes. I don't think that's a hot take.
I think the active
Maybe.
reason people want to play it is because it's designed poorly and it is frustrating.
Yeah. No, Kingdom Hearts bosses are like well designed and you learn their patterns. That shit is
Okay,
genuinely fun.
Like, you cannot tell me people have been playing that. What is the fucking game? Get Up or whatever? Is that what it's called?
Getting Over It?
Getting over it.
No,
Yeah.
no, not that one. There's a new one. The new one.
The new one, yeah.
I don't know.
That's not Getting Over It. Is it?
Is it the Chinese one?
No,
It's the Chinese one.
The one where he's climbing all the shit.
Yeah. That's... Oh, that's the death of their planet, by the way.
Anyways, so,
yeah, so-
what were we...
Yeah, like, it's...
Oh, that kind of looks like that game.
It's specifically
Okay,
designed...
but that's an obscure example.
No, that's not an obscure example at
I
all.
think at the very
That's
least,
been-
Jump King is actually well designed. A lot of meticulous effort is put into it, so it is that way about, like, you miss this jump, it's gonna punish you properly. And all that
Okay.
shit. And
But that's the thing.
That's it's an extreme punishment.
Yeah.
that's
So-
the point of the game.
That's
though.
the point of
Yes,
the
exactly.
point of the game is
That
that, it's
doesn't make it
not
a poor
designed to
design.
be fun. It's designed to be punishing and frustrating, and that's
Which
not
makes
good
it fun
design.
for some people.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think it is a fair thing to say
Okay,
Jump King is
so
designed poorly.
let's-
Okay, maybe that one isn't designed poorly.
The other
but
two
it's-
I will accept, yeah.
It's an experience that's like this is an experience that's meant to torture you. When you're talking about like super bosses or like secret things, those are meant to be hard, but they're also like meant to be normally overcome, and the punishment for dying isn't like you lose everything.
True.
You do the boss again. The fun is learning the boss and conquering the boss.
Yeah, that's fair. But I don't know. I will argue the point of, like, just because games are designed to be frustrating intentionally and all that stuff doesn't mean inherently it's like a bad design for that game.
It isn't, and that's like I wasn't thinking of like Jump King. I was really just thinking of that one Chinese game that I've been seeing.
Yeah, that's a shit. And I would even say Getting Over It's not super, like...
I guess it's
not
not
a good
poorly
design.
designed because it's designed to do.
It's a simple design at the very
It's
least.
designed to
But
do
there
exactly
is a lot
what
of
it does, but
intricacy
it
in to make
sucks.
sure the punishment is done proper. Like, if you miss the jump, they need to not have something underneath that's just going to catch you and not make it a miserable time. You know, all that stuff. It's a lot of thought that goes behind that.
I get that, and like maybe it's just not for me, but I feel like a better way to do that is your Super Meat Boy or your
Yes.
like more intentionally
but that's
designed
the same thing essentially, though.
No, it's not.
No.
Not even
Maybe I don't
remotely.
know enough about Super Meat Boy.
You fuck up in Super Meat Boy and you start
Start
all
from
over
level
this
one.
you start at the same level, like a very small
Okay.
platform
Yeah.
challenge,
And
rather
it's
than
still really hard.
yeah. It's like I don't know, something about being punished for
I
don't know, like a simple, easy to make mistake so severely that you have to start over like a large amount, sometimes hours of content. That seems fucking boring to me, and that seems poorly designed to me.
but like when that happens to
just work.
you,
Holy
it's the
shit.
same sort of motivation of when you fucking like get really close to finishing this fucking like super hard secret boss and then you don't. And you're
No,
like,
but that's like at most like 5-10 minutes. That's not hours.
yeah, but it's the same feeling you get when you play those like Jump Kings versus that, where it's like I have to go back.
It feels like
I can't
hours
stop.
of worthwhile content.
But I'm telling you, what the fucking secret bosses compared to the
yes.
other ones.
like, and the fun is the fun is learning the boss.
Yeah.
And fighting it.
You learn the levels when you do the like.
You
that
learn
shit.
the levels, but like, okay, again, I don't know about Jump King, but for a lot of the whatever the new Chinese game is,
the Chinese,
whatever that's
I
called.
think we should learn the right names. So stop just being like that one Chinese
one,
game.
the Chinese. Well, that's what everybody introduces it as. They're like, there's this one random ass game that's like really popular in China.
Yeah,
And
Genshin Impact.
it is called no, but they're like, yeah, there's a really random popular game in China, and like, I don't even know if I want to learn the game because no one's gonna be talking about it in fucking 2 days, probably.
Nobody's talking about it now.
Yeah, it took over social media for like,
Because it's
A
great
week.
content, because people like to watch content creators suffer.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
Because that's what it is.
But I my point is, I think it in the same way where you like, you could like quit the social like at any point you can be like, wow, this boss is hard. I don't have to do it. I'm just not going to do it.
Well, you can say that for anything. This game is hard. I'm just not going to play it.
Yeah, but it evokes the same sort of like motivation for you to finish that secret boss when you get really close, and then and we're like, now I have to go through that whole fucking boss fight again. Where it's like, yeah, I just fell and lost all that fucking
for
times
me.
of work.
Not for me. If
But
I did
It's
that, I
because
would
the
be like,
gonna
punishment.
have
It's
to go
because
back.
the punishment is much more severe. So it's not
for you.
this-
I'm saying in general, it's that same sort of fucking motivation for people though, where they have to go back and do it.
I get that, but also I think in a way it's just like slamming your head against the wall. Because like, for me,
If the secret bosses aren't.
No, because you're
they're not,
learning
yeah,
them.
you're learning things as you go through. If you're
But
not
it's the
learning,
same thing you're doing every time you're
'cause if you're
learning.
not learning things from the secret bosses that you're doing, you're playing them wrong.
Inherently,
you're
though,
not
when
gonna
you
make
learn
more
what,
progress
when
if you don't learn.
When you learn what to do, what you are still doing is the same thing
Okay.
every time. Where you could just mess up
Here's
and
what
still
I'm working
lose.
off of, right? In games like whatever the fucking Chinese one is, whatever that fucking game is, there are instances
getting over it.
where people lose significant amounts of progress, hours of progress.
They
because-
go back to the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Because people,
That's not in
because
secret
it doesn't
bosses.
control well, and things aren't clearly defined to you. I've seen multiple people, multiple content creators fall to the exact same thing because they're like, look at this platform I can jump on. Oh wait, it's not a fucking platform. There's nothing there. Now I'm falling.
Okay,
There's no
you're
hitbox.
also kind of getting hung up on that game specifically, but sure.
But that's the
general
game.
formula.
That's like
Yeah, it's not because it's poor design. It's poor design for the Chinese game specifically, but that's not like Jump King will have a really hard jump at a certain
okay,
part.
I've never seen Jump King before. I'm talking about I think we're talking about
I've
like
seen like 2 seconds of Jump King.
I think we're talking about like this specific type of game where you
Yeah,
generally control poorly.
I think
and
the outlier of poor design would be the game you're describing right now
I'm not
versus
talking
Jump
about
King
poor
and
design.
Pogo Stuck and all that stuff.
I don't think it's poor
I'm
design.
talking
at this
about poor design.
Yeah. I don't know.
I fucking mean it.
No, it's like they're different. I think they're very different. I wouldn't call them slam. I wouldn't call super bosses slamming your head against the wall. And if you're doing that, you're not playing them well, because you should be learning something. You should always be taking something from like every. I would compare it more to like losing to someone in a fighting game. Where it's like you lose and
It's
then you're
closer
like,
to like an Elden Ring boss.
I don't want to spend a lot of
that's
more.
literally what it is.
Sure, I don't want to spend a lot of more time like arguing on this sort of thing,
I do.
but
This is kind of interesting.
yeah, but I will say like, yes, you learn new mechanics that you have to do throughout the fight. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. But inherently, after you learn it, you can still mess up on achieving that mechanic that you've learned. And at the same time, you know this new mechanic, and every time you do it, it is still the same thing you're doing. And you could just mess up at any point, and then you have to redo the boss fight from zero.
Because execution...
It's like an extreme version of that is what Jump King is. It's that feeling of, like, you mess up, you do something wrong, and you have to start over, but to the fucking extreme.
But I think it's about fair execution. Like,
and then that's where you only have the point with the newest Chinese game, where the fair execution applies to a lot of the other games designed
that's the
like
one
that.
I'm talking about.
Well, get off that one. There's a way
That
better
one
ones.
fucking sucks.
I won't argue with you on that.
Oh shit.
Or, like, getting over it.
Getting over it, I'm iffy on. But I think Jump King and Pogo Stuck are classics in that type of series and do all of that well, and I don't think are poorly designed.
I don't know either of those.
Well, then there's no argument to be had there, because if you will try to claim it's poor design, they're the evidence that it's not.
I will. I wasn't. I was
No, I'm
only
not.
talking. The only thing I'll say is that, like, I still think that it's the punishment. Specifically for me, the punishment is like the big thing here. You lose a boss in Elden Ring, or you lose a boss, like a super boss in Kingdom Hearts, you are sent to the beginning of the fight. The challenge is only that boss.
Yeah.
The challenge in the entire is like
No, it's to the extreme.
It's a very big extreme, and I think it's like when I'm like that doesn't appeal to me, but super bosses do. Like, I feel like that's fairly understandable.
No, I agree, but I'm saying to understand why people like that, because the whole point of this in the first place is questioning whether you guys like that or not. And I was making like a connection between, like, I think it's that same sort of feeling, but people like that to the extreme. Like, they chase that specifically, where it's like,
I didn't mean to do that. Please.
where it's like, this boss is hard, it's taking me a while to figure out the mechanics, and even when I do, sometimes I mess up, or something seems a little unfair about the fight, you know? Like, a boss will lunge extra farther than you think it should in a moment, or something like that, and
I
get
think
you.
there's a level of like self-torture.
Yeah, so that keeps happening for the hours until you beat that boss, and you get that satisfaction. It's that, but on fucking crack with those games, where it's like, the big boss fight is now not just like a few hours of you grinding it out to get it. It's now like a fucking while of doing that until you reach that end, and it's probably, I've never gone through one of those games, but it's probably a really fucking good high once you get to that point at the end, you know? So I don't know.
I guess. For me, it's just like
I
not
love these guys.
nice. For me, it's just like I just can't even find it remotely worth it.
Yeah, and that's a personal thing. I was trying to understand those motherfuckers that do that type of thing. That's where that connection even came from in the first place. Because I'm not that guy. That's why I asked. And I think that's like the best understanding I can get of it, is that feeling on crack.
I think there's a reason you see a lot of content creators do it.
Yeah.
But you don't hear people talking about it. Like, neither Ellie or I know really much about Jump King, if anything.
There's still plenty of people that play it, though.
Yeah, I'm sure, but like, it's not a wide appeal because it's, and whereas like Kingdom Hearts Super Bosses
They
also
were
have a
as
wider
popular
appeal.
as they were for a reason, though.
Well,
Beyond content creators
you could
playing them.
look at Dark Souls. That has a wider appeal.
True.
It's the same. Again, it's the
But I don't
same
even
high
think
they're
that game is,
chasing.
Yeah, I just think that high is not worth, because like the high of beating a boss in like Elden Ring is
To you, yes. Some people think it's worth it
I think
for
to
that.
most people.
I
Yeah,
hate to most people.
I think to most people.
Probably to most people, yeah. But I don't think you can ignore the amount of people that like that shit.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
could,
fair.
I could see myself maybe getting into like a Jump King or something.
I just
haven't
think there's
done
like a
it.
reason the content strives more than the actual community does in terms of like, because the content has a wide appeal that a lot of people you see content about these games kind of blow up every once in a while, where it'll be like whatever the fucking pickaxe game was with the guy in the fucking pot, that one.
But the thing with like, again, you guys don't know this one, I recognize that, but Pogo Stuck was a game like that, but throughout the whole time you play that game, you see everyone else playing it at the same time as you.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people playing it at the same time as you at all times. I guarantee you I get on Pogo Stuck now, and that map is filled with people playing it, you know?
I was gonna
And
say, I thought it'd be like you get on now and it's like just one other guy,
no,
AFK.
there is community there. I don't know.
I'm sure there is like a
I
decent
don't
amount
think
of community,
I
but
don't think you can really. I think it's become its own, like, there's not very many games like it really right now, but it's become its own subgenre of games that people really enjoy. And even if it's like a small, like just starting
platformers.
community, I think it's there.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I hear what you're trying to say. I think the reason that the community is so small and there's only a select number of them is because they don't have wide appeal.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be a very specific type of person to enjoy.
I honestly don't know how big or small the communities for these games are.
Can't be very large.
We don't know though.
I don't like Dark Souls-like games. I hear about new Dark Souls-like games, even a lot of the smaller ones, pretty frequently. Because there are people constantly looking for more games like that. Whenever I see games pop up that are in similar style, it's usually like, God, that's bullshit, I love that. And it's a very small community of people that enjoy it to that extent. And there's there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But I also think it's like, I don't know. It's weird, dog. It's weird shit.
Thinking of Daredevil.
Kinda, yeah.
It's like jumping off buildings and be like, woo! Versus people who are just. It's like it's like a jumping off a building versus going on a roller coaster.
Kind of.
Yeah.
In a way.
Skydiving versus
Yeah.
bungee jumping.
Yeah.
Skydiving versus indoor skydiving.
I see what you're saying, though, Josh. And I want to validate, like, what you were saying. I see that. But I do think there's, like,
yeah, I only
it's not
had
particularly
it only
wide.
turned into somewhat of an argument when it was the stuff of like poor design, and then also community shit.
Because, like, I don't know the games you're talking about, but all
Yeah.
the games I've seen that fall under that category do have what I would call poor design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue on this fucking new one.
Yeah.
And even to an extent, I think getting over it. I don't think it's poor design. I think it's simple. It's not like a very in-depth, nuanced design. He just kind of did fucking mouse move to make thing go. You know. So I don't know.
That's fair.
Whoa.
That was a whole episode right there. We just spent on that topic.
That really was.
Yeah.
But it was worthwhile, I think.
Yeah.
It was an interesting discussion about, like, reward.
The comment section's gonna love that one.
Yes. Say nice things, please.
Yes,
please.
make me feel better.
Please.
I did. That made me feel so good. Comments stroked my ego very well. That one episode.
Yes.
Just the right amount.
We love comments. Leave one that says Josh has a stinky face.
Why?
Even that said he was wrong.
I heard
Leave one
everything
that's
you said.
very hurtful.
Yeah, I heard everything you said about like those like extreme games, but shut the fuck up, never speak again. That's how I feel.
Yeah, leave a comment like that.
Torture platform would be a good word for that weird genre.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is like. It's not like new as a concept because like Super Meat Boy exists, you know, but like that specific type.
But even then,
Yeah.
Super Meat Boy isn't.
It's not like a
Restart the
torture
game.
platformer. It's like, this isn't a very apt comparison, but it like lies in a similar realm to Celeste in a way,
Yeah.
where it's like small platforming challenges, and if you fuck up
Small, cute indie platformer.
yeah, and like if you mess up a platforming challenge, the difficulty comes from doing the same platforming challenge over again until you get good enough to finish it.
Compared to
Yeah.
Like you lose hours of progress and have to do
that's
the same content over and
same
over.
small,
thing.
cute indie
Different in a
RPG
way, but
about depression based on Earthbound.
realistic panic attack in in an RPG game. So this is what these guys are doing right now. Okay, so I need to explain the ramifications of this narrative to you, Josh, because it does change retroactively pretty much
I'm
everything.
gonna
in this
explain in
franchise.
5 words. Chaos Emerald origin story.
Space.
Base.
Chaos Emerald origin story space.
So this is the origin of Chaos Emeralds.
Yes, it's the origin of Chaos Emeralds, of Chaos himself.
He's the final boss of Sonic Adventure. He's the big water dragon. That's
Yes. He's like,
and you rush towards him as Supersonic, and Open Your Heart is playing, and like that was my awakening as a Sonic fan.
Oh, I thought for some reason that's when I knew I was gay.
That's when I found out them dragons were freaky as fuck. Yeah.
That's when I knew, man. I just knew I needed penis in that moment.
No, that's like, I mean, that's the moment where it's like, dude, Sonic is so cool. That final boss, oh
It was really sick.
yeah,
From all the YouTube Let's Plays I watched, I haven't gotten to it myself.
dude. If you played that when you were 13, you would be a completely different person.
Probably.
I don't know what it is about,
I'd
like,
probably be gay. If you really think about it.
I think because I was a Nintendo kid growing up, like, my parents didn't let me have anything other than Nintendo consoles and shit, and DS and Wii and shit. I've been, like, seeking games that can, like, make you feel shit or all that, like, or have moments like that where you're, like, playing something and you're like, damn, for fucking ever recently. Because I grew up on, like, pretty soulless Nintendo shit.
What's this shit?
Like,
Man, don't diss Wii era Nintendo.
but, like, it's like,
Watch this shit.
you're not gonna get that type of moment playing Wii Sports.
Oh
you know?
yeah, but you will playing Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I was also pretty young, so I guess
right.
I didn't get that. But I don't know. I've been chasing those sorts of highs lately, and when I hear about game series where people like get that, I'm like, well, now I want to play that game series, so I can get to that moment myself.
That's fair.
And I really got the most satisfaction with that with fucking Persona 5 and Kingdom Hearts, where like I got to those moments and I was like, yeah, like I get it. That was fucking sick.
I think it's also just playing playing games in different parts of your life. I played Kingdom Hearts senior year of high school, which was like, for us, was like a COVID year.
Yeah.
So like, and it was just like, in general for me, that was like a really, really, really bad time.
Can't see anything with this fucking thing on my
Yeah.
screen.
So like for me, like Kingdom Hearts 2 was like magical, and it's like, you played it for the characters and like all these like different characters interacting and representing different things. Like it was special for me, and I think that is like just like playing a game in like a period of your life and like having it define that period of your life is like that's a big part of like the
That's
emotional
gaming.
connection.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's
okay,
gaming.
okay, but low key, unironically, dude, that is gaming.
Oh yeah, I think
Gaming is having that special connection to a bunch of
it's like a
stupid-ass
feeling of
pixels.
comfort, man. Like,
It's like escaping from when your parents tell you to do stupid shit. And it's like,
you,
fuck you,
Mom.
mom.
Do the dishes. Fuck you. How about you fix your marriage, bitch?
How about you quiet your game? How about you quiet your sex?
I hear it every night.
You need to stop inviting your boyfriend over.
Fuck you, David.
Done with it.
You know Dad's gonna find out soon.
I already told him, bitch. I hope he comes and beats
Marriage
you.
is fucking ruined. It's at.
Oh, by the way, this explains the big bad Titan guys. That's the big bad of the game, fucking jizzing all over him and turning him into an evil guy. So these were actually like alien mechs that were controlled by.
It just cut to like 3 seconds and be like,
We all looked at the screen at the same time. Just,
So
it
yeah,
was even coming. He was just like,
these
As the
are all
craziest
guys
happened.
we fought, and they were controlled by the people we were trying to save, and then they were turned into evil things by this unknown menace that killed their entire race. And also, this explains cyberspace, because it's like their memories uploaded to be preserved for all of eternity, pretty much.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
And this is the shittiest plot point in the game.
Sonic dying.
He's not gonna die. He just he's absorbed too much fuck.
cyberspace.
Yeah, he's absorbed too much cyberspace, and it's not compatible with his little hedgehog body. So he ragdolls and just sits there. And then everybody's like, "Oh no!" And then they lock hands around him, and they're like, "You're fixed now."
The power of friendship.
It was such a cool plot point too, because I was like, "What the fuck is gonna happen? How is he
Eggman's
gonna
like,
get back?"
yes!
It's
Pulls out his fucking gun. Quickly!
shoot.
Sonic, what's wrong?
Okay.
Don't know, don't care.
R.I.P. Bozo.
Get fucked, idiot.
I will say on the previous point of like games feeling special and all that shit in different points in your life,
Yeah.
I made a realization where it's like I really enjoy Kingdom Hearts and I really enjoy all those other games that people like love and it's some of their favorite games. But the games that are my favorites, which I feel like I have some obscure ones, and like Kid Icarus and Wonderful 101 type thing, I think it's because it's games that give me those moments, but like ones I found on my own. If that makes sense. Like, it's not like a series I bought into and got that out of it. Some games are so good that even if you hear about it from other people and play it, or like hear about those things and experience it yourself, that it's still so good that it's like, well, this is just the fucking best. Like, it's my favorite. But I think, even personally, like the Wonderful 101 and Kid Icarus, they have those moments and they have those things that make me feel things.
Yeah. I mean, what that comes down to is, like, the difference is that you went in expecting nothing and then got something. And then if you go into, like, something expecting something and you still get it, you're like, well, yeah, that was expected.
Yeah.
So you can still feel something,
It's,
but, like...
it's the ones where you're like, it's not like, it's kind of arbitrary when you buy it, where it's like, yeah, fuck it, you know? Or like, why not? And then you get, like, that shit and you're like, wow. That was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what ends up at least being my favorite games. I don't know. I think that might apply to everyone as well, but definitely me.
I would say so.
I don't know, like, if I'm in the same camp, just because, like, I don't look for games that, like, make me feel something. I look for games that, like...
But they do that in their own way, you know? If it's
it
like the
depends on the
gameplay of it makes you feel like comforted.
Look for game that shut up when it need to.
Yeah, like, I look for very basic things, and, like, I'll enjoy a game, that, like...
Sonic, like, gives you comfort when you, like, do the gameplay of it, right? What does it evoke in you?
What is it evoking me?
What does Sonic evoke in you as you go through those fast levels?
For me, it's just fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a satisfying experience to string things together and feel like you're competent, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing.
Or like Sonic 3 for me. I played that when I was very young.
Let's dissect that. Feeling of competence. What are you missing in your life?
Let's psychoanalyze.
Let's psychoanalyze. I get pegged every night.
see.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm actually majoring in this kind of stuff. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now.
I take a big fat dildo and I slap it on my Sonic plush, and I get raw dogged every night. You just missed it, by the way. He's fixed. He's good now.
Do they hold hands around each other? And
Yeah, they're like, Sonic! And he was like, okay.
Dude, shut up, man.
God, you're embarrassing me in front of the house.
I'll fucking
You're embarrassing me in front of my nemesis, dude. Chill.
By the way, you're sociopathic. I just wanted to like let you know.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Yeah,
Yeah.
That makes sense, honestly.
You feel empathy to no one. That's why you enjoy Sonic, because Sonic
he's a
doesn't.
fucking asshole and he feels no empathy to anybody.
Dude, look at him. Look at that shit-eating grin.
Yeah.
He'd kill a baby. No, I mean
This is also a really cool scene. I love Eggman in this game. He's fucking awesome. He's so good, and he's like, fine, fucking whatever, we'll alliance or whatever.
Ego Man. Oh, he said ego man. He should have said ego man. Hey, what's up, egos man? I actually like that, Brad.
I go my ego. It's my favorite one. I eat that every morning before I go do my research.
Dude,
Look how good she is.
he's like egos man, and he's like eating egos, and like it's like an ad for egos. Like they got.